There is a danger in a lot of homes that maybe you've never realized. The call came to KSL investigator Matt Gephardt from a Taylorsville woman after an improperly stored battery nearly led to disaster. Matt, join us right now with more. Matt?
Yeah, Mike, his story comes with a little bit of twist of irony, if you will, because every firefighter in the world will tell you a great way to prevent fires in your home is to make sure you have enough of these smoke detectors, and a lot of smoke detectors run off of these 9-volt batteries. Well, our investigation found that these can actually be responsible for a lot of pretty extreme blazes.
There has been a fire.
Last month, when Jensen went to hop in her car, she discovered it was scorched.
It had happened sometime during the night and put itself out.
Whew, lucky you.
Oh, lucky all over the place, or blessed, one of those. It's a mess inside.
A mess and a mystery. Jane says the responding fire crew was stumped by what had caused it, but the fire investigator combed through the debris and discovered the culprit.
He said, "You had a bag of batteries back here?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm on the way to recycle them."
The inspector told Jane something had crossed a 9-volt battery's terminals, and oof.
Did you have any idea something like that could happen?
Not at all. I've never heard that. Never heard that.
Well, firefighters have sure heard that. We found fire department press releases and news articles from all over the country talking about this very issue. Federal regulators have also heard about it. The Consumer Product Safety Commission notes consumer complaints of batteries leading to fire, and some with disastrous outcomes.
I have a fire.
Take, for example, this Colorado house fire, which made national headlines in 2015 after a handful of 9-volt batteries were tossed into a paper bag to be recycled. Dave Miller says they'd been swapped out of smoke detectors. Oh, the irony, right? It's one thing to hear the numbers, but another altogether to see for yourself just how a couple of household items can lead to an inferno. So we reached back out to the department which responded to Jane's blaze, the Unified Fire Authority.
So we're going to put 2 there.
Firefighter Patrick Costin agreed to help me with a little demonstration. He says a lot of battery fires tend to start in people's kitchen junk drawers when a piece of metal comes into contact with both of the battery's terminals. Could be a paper clip, a couple of pennies.
Paper clip, pennies, other batteries, just anything that just accumulates. The random fork that your kid puts in their knives, all sorts.
You've been
of
to my
stuff.
house, I see, yeah. We used steel wool. Tossed in a paper bag with a couple of batteries, instantly you can see a reaction.
Look inside. We got some heat, got some sparks.
And we have a smell.
Almost smells like an electrical fire.
As they say, when there is smoke,
Yeah, there it goes.
There it goes.
there is fire.
Just the perfect mix of stuff comes together and causes a fire.
You can see how that makes the end of a nice backseat of a car pretty quickly.
Yes.
We're so lucky.
As for Jane, it certainly could have been a lot worse.
I was sleeping right through that wall.
And while she has smoke alarms in her house, something occurred to her after all of this. She does not have any in her garage. Now she's sharing her story in the hopes it serves as a warning to others.
So it really could have been a disaster, and I'm so thankful it wasn't.
This is a problem with 9-volt batteries, specifically because of the way they're built with the 2 terminals there on the end. You can see how it's just that easy to cross with a piece of metal. The good news is the solution here is to store your batteries or get rid of your batteries. We're doing so by taking a little piece of tape and just kind of covering those nodes up, preventing any piece of metal from ever being able to come in contact with them. Maybe you avoid a similar disaster in your home. Back to you.
Yeah, I'm doing an inventory in my head of my junk drawer right now to see what's in there. So, yeah, great advice there and good information.
You know, this happened to me once. In my pocket, just crossed some keys.
Yeah, we probably have a lot more metal junk in those drawers than we think we do. So that's good info there, Matt. Thank you.